The way I got started in Magic is actually people were playing it at school. This game allows me to travel and meet friends all across the world, and that's what the game is about for me. And that's the great thing about this community. You have like this common gel that puts everyone together, and that's what it allows you to, you know, meet people that even if you don't know them, you already kind of do.
So this is the first Grand Prix I've been to. It's a bit of a bigger event than I'm used to. I've played in the store a lot, and I've already I went to the PTQ Sheffield, so I kind of like to jump in at the deep end, and I've only been playing for a year, but I'm quite competitive, so any opportunity to get more experience and more of a challenge, I'm usually on board with.
This is my third GP. For the first few years I wasn't playing very competitively, it was just a lot of fun. But especially since moving to Milton Keynes, finding a few people who are interested in competitive Magic have taken it a bit more seriously.
I've not been to a GP before. I've been to a PTQ. That was in Sheffield. There's in like 200 people, quite small, you know, all in one room. And this is just like huge. Like there's so many people, but it's really cool at the same time.
I guess about 10 years ago, we started meeting at my friend's table for Kitchen Magic. And we just thought it'd be good to have a tournament scene in Milton Keynes. We spoke to Wizards. They helped us out with some products and stuff to start off and get us off the ground. We had our first event in about 2006, 2007. We had 8 people in a bookshop. Enough turned up to sanction it, fortunately, and it's just grown and grown. I've made a lot of friends over the years through Magic, genuine friends, and that's, you know, I'm very thankful for that. It's been great for me.
We're a lot more friendly than other communities. We show a lot more loyalty, we show Magic is all about having fun with the other players.
Right now, I think the community now is better than it's ever been. Like, everybody is so, like, accepting, and it's just such a good time at every event. You always meet up with your friends.
The best thing about the Magic community is how welcome I felt. I was expecting to be a little more awkward, but everyone's just been great. They've helped me a lot at obviously getting better at Magic, but also improved my life quality by being my friends.
Everyone's really gracious here and really honest and really genuinely good people. They're just, you know, they take it on the chin. If they lose, they'll get better. And that's what I love, is the environment. Everyone's just pushing each other to get better.
My name is Sashi Kumar Balakrishnan, as you can see from my name tag. But back home, I'm better known as Sashi C. Loco. It's a stage name because I used to be in a rap group. Take notice, I'm broken like Black Lotus. Every time I handle the mic, I'm no novice. I'ma tell you how to do it, listen up close. Be humble, let your talk and be your rhymes and flows. Be insightful, follow my example. Never ever stab your friends in the back, fool. Never mind that, now I gotta change him. Hyperkinetic C. Loco, Vegan, V. Vegan. I've been involved in Magic for about, as a judge for about 10 years, and I've been playing Magic since about 2001, so this is about 13, 14 years. This is my 6th GP this year. I've been to Paris, I've been to Melbourne, I did Beijing, I did Nagoya, I'm here now. Next month I'm going to Milan. I've been around the world. It's judge the game, see the world, so basically it's pretty good. I've been enjoying myself. It's really important to have judges in tournaments because we are actually trained to be able to handle and take care of tournaments, of players and whatever happens, and we can be neutral arbiters of the game. We're not biased, and we are there to make sure that all the players have a great experience, have a lot of fun, as well as if they need any help at any moment, they can always call a judge. Things I do as a judge, mostly about 80% is making sure the tournament runs, like getting the tables ready, putting pairings up, making sure the players know where to go and what to do. The other 20% is more rules calls, you know, making sure that the games that are being played are following the rules, or you know, any rules dispute, so that we settle all those. If you're making mistakes or if you're unsure, just call a judge. We're here to help. If you're not sure, don't ask your opponent for rules advice or rules questions. Just call a judge. We're ever around to help. Put your hand up in the air, just go, "Judge!" You'll get a few judges coming over. I think I just called one judge to come over here right now.
Duels of the Planeswalkers really is probably the biggest thing that's happened to Magic in the last 5 or 6 years. it just takes the entire universe and packs it down into this one little program that means that you get to play against the computer, you get to try out stuff. Apparently for the new one, you get to build your own decks. That's something that's kind of new for the Magic 2015 version of Duel with Planeswalkers. Now you get to take a big pile of cards and go, I like that one, I like that one, I want to see how they work together, and you can do all of that.
I think it's just like the next level, isn't it? Because you play at your F&Ms, you have a good time with friends, and then you can go to PTQs as well, and it's like a slight step up. But then when you're at Grand Prix, it's like people travel from all over. In this case, there are people coming from America, there are people coming from Europe. So you get to play against just a wider range of players than you'd ever play against.
I've done so many trades toward a modern deck, because I knew that everyone always talks like, you go to an event, you go and play, and then the second you're not playing, you whack your folder out, and I'm like, hustle for the trades. So that's what I've kind of been taught.
Generally the meta is quite weird, like you'll play loads of decks that you've never seen before just because they're from a different shop or a different playgroup or a different country altogether. I come for the challenge to myself, and I've definitely had a challenge so far. I'm piloting a deck I'm not that familiar with, so I'm pleased with the wins that I got, and I feel I did better than I expected. So some of the nerves are dying down a bit, I'm starting to find it a bit more fun. Yesterday I was quite keyed up, just worried that I was going to do stupid stuff, which I have done a bit, but everyone's really friendly, so it's just really fun. It's like a PTQ, but more people, so more exciting.
Last night, drafted Conspiracy. It was a lot of fun. We're 8 around a draft table. Rich Hagen walking around, talking to us, saying, oh, what's going on? And we were reading the cards out loud. Oh, this card does this. Everyone was like, whoa, no way. We started to draft some more. We get to read a lot more synergies, trying to understand what the game was going to be about, and maybe think about the politics of the game, see, okay, I'm going to have to ally with some people, I'm going to have to make my deck, and think of how I'm going to play the deck with my conspiracies, and think about the game in a whole new way. I was excited.
We've got a number of great players playing this weekend who've built up a real following for themselves from just playing the Magic they like to play, but sharing it with the world as they're playing it. And it's turned into this whole extra part of Magic, I suppose, that if you want to find out more about the game that you love, you can go to a variety of different websites and see people playing and talking about their games and sort of telling you how they get better. You can watch big tournaments where you've got the likes of me and all the guys back here commentating on matches, bringing you the new decks, the new cards, the new stories. Then 4 times a year we have the Pro Tour. Now the Pro Tour is the big show. So if you think the GP coverage and everything that's going on is big and impressive, once you get to the Pro Tour, everything just gets bigger, more involved, more players, more happening. You've got this whole extra world of Magic just like one click away. It's amazing.
All the reviews said, well, if you're going to play cards, go play Magic the Gathering. So we went to speak to our local comic shop guy, and he sold us 2 intro decks, and we just played a whole weekend, like 30, 40 games. We were playing it all wrong, weren't we?
Yeah.
The game is so good. I mean, I've stopped playing a couple of times, but I've always come back just because I can't get enough of the game.